Hey everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to find out how we can send images to OpenAI to analyze. I'll briefly explain how it works before we dive into live demo. Okay, so here it is. So agent will choose one season randomly out of this four season we have, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. After that, it will analyze the provided image and pick the best image that match the selected season from the step one. So as you can see on that page, we are sending four images that represent each season. The first one is winter image, fall image, summer, and spring image. All right. And after that, it will write down 10-line poem uh, about this selected image. All right, so that is our goal in this tutorial. Let's see how that works in action. So I'm going to click this button, and what it will do, it will send these four images along with other instruction. And it's thinking, yep. So we got our winter-based winter theme poem, 10-line poem, land, and tall, call. So it's rhyme. It's pretty good. And also, uh, it sent us which image it picked out of this randomly selected season. So in this case, it selected winter image, rightly so. And also, it gives us a brief description why it choose this image. Okay, I think it's pretty good so far. So let's go to Visual Studio to see how it's implemented. Okay, let's see how it's implemented. As you can see, we have this folder containing all agent activity. So we are interested in image selection agent in this series. So first of all, we are using two agent this time. One is poem agent and other is image agent. Okay. In the constructor, we are getting key from our config. We set this up in our last demo. So if you missed it, please go and see how that works. Okay. So these are two uh, key pieces information we're getting from our config file. Okay. So we need to create our client, passing our key. Okay. Then once we get our client, we can create our AI agent. So we have two AI agents, and we pass our system prompt, just setting the tone for the poem agent that it can create poetry. And the second one, we are saying that agent is specialized to analyze um, a given image. Okay. So we have two poem agent and image agent. Okay. Then we're going to implement our method. So that method is being called from our Blazor app. So that is the main method that does everything. Okay. So one thing is new here is this agent thread. We're going to talk more about this agent thread in next series, but for completeness, uh, we are going to introduce this agent thread here. So the reason we are doing the agent thread, remember we have two agent. One is poem agent and another is image agent. So somehow we need to remember the conversation between two. So that's where the agent thread come into picture. Okay, remember the agent conversations are stateless. So that's agent thread will remember and store it in the memory, the last conversation in from our agent. So poem agent dot run async, it will send a request. And if you look at this user role, the first instruction we're saying to pick a random season and compose a 10-line poem. Okay. So one interesting thing here, we're not storing this response in any way. So it's just invoking this method. Okay. The way it works, when it's done, this thread will have our response. Okay. So that thread will remember what was the response from this poem agent. Okay. So keep that in mind. So you're going to use this thread later on. Okay, next up, we are creating URI content list. So these are 4 images we are going to send along with the request. So as you can see, we are using some images from online, from internet. So there are 2 ways you can send the URI content. One, you can send whole base 64 image, or you can point to a image that are available on internet. So that's what we're doing here. So first one, I believe this is winter image, then fall image, summer image, and the spring image. So 4 images we're building at this time. All right. Now we're creating chat message. The chat message where you can create a list of instructions for a role. So remember, we have a system role and user role. Okay? So in this case, we are using user role. Okay? New what role? User role. Then we give list of instruction. So there are 2 types of instruction we are using here. One for the text instruction and another is image instruction. Okay. So the text instruction, there are 2 in this case. The first one, we are saying what it needs to do. So the first one, we're saying you need to create some summary about your choice, why you picked up this image. Okay, so it will pick up an image from this list and give us brief summary why it was picked. Okay. Then the next instruction is to tell OpenAI what kind of format we are expecting. So In next episode, we are going to send some structured hint to give us the result. But this time we are saying give us JSON format with this element in the JSON. Okay, poem, reason, and image number. And we'll see how we can deserialize this information later on. So these are two instruction, text content we are sending. Then we're gonna append our image we just constructed above. So these are the image, 4 images we're sending along with these two text content. Okay, so far so good. So we have just constructed our message. Now all we have to do from this image agent, we'll call run async method and we'll pass our message that we constructed there. And along with this, we need to send a thread. Remember, this thread has 10-line poem already because we already executed this this run async in our poem agent, so it knows it has the poem already. Okay, so that's the thread in action. All right, so it has our poem, it has our instruction, and then it will execute this and give us response back. This time we're storing this response inside this variable. Okay. And that is agent run response object we're gonna get back, and from that we'll extract the text. Okay, so you get the text back. Remember, we ask agent to give us a JSON format. Okay, then here we're deserializing that response. Okay, so we know exactly what response we're gonna get back. And as you can see, this method returning poem image, this is a record. So if I go to this object, this is our record class. Okay, record. So it has 3 properties. One is poem, reason, and image number. So as you can see, this match exactly the way we define one of the instruction here. So poem, reason, image number. Okay, so we can safely deserialize the response with this structure. Okay, so once we get this, we just return back from this method. Okay, so let's go to the web page to see how we tie this to our Blazor page. So here our component pages and image selector is the one we saw in our demo. Okay, so there is a one button that we click during our demo, and this is our method. Okay, and before we go to this method, remember we injected our image selection agent, which is this guy. Okay, and let's go to this method. Pretty simple. We're just calling it our agent method, and whatever we get back, we are showing it on our page. Okay, so we are showing our poem, the reason why this image was selected, and uh, we have our image, whatever the images we are interested in for season, we are showing it here. And then the season, remember we show which image it give us back, which image is selected. There's a number, so you can get the number from it, and we'll pick up the image and we'll show it here. So which image it's selected. So that's how we'll show the selected image. Okay, this is not important to understand, but mainly we know the agent give us back the image number from our list, uh, from this list, which one was selected for our season that is randomly picked the poem for us. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this demo. And if you have any question, let me know. Just write down some question in the description below.